The Lebanese war correspondent Abi Arsi has spoken out about the devastating injuries he sustained in an Israeli airstrike on October 13th, which claimed the life of fellow journalist Issam Abdullah. Arsi, who lost her right limb in the attack, used the moment to reflect on the dangers journalists faced in war zones and urged the international community to take stronger actions to protect media personnel. The report by Mariam Sise.
As journalists around the world mark World Press Freedom Day on May 3rd, one voice stood out in the global call for press safety. Abi Asi, a Lebanese war correspondent who lost her right limb in an Israel airstrike while covering clashes between Israel forces and Hezbollah military in southern Lebanon. Asi was among several journalists present on this exposure hillside in Alman al-Sahab on October 13, 2024, when the Israel military launched a target airstrike. The group had gathered to document the escalation conflict between Israel and Hezbollah. Resulting videographer Issam Abdullah was killed in the same strike, which Human Rights Watch later concluded was a deliberate attack on a clear identified journalist. In an emotional interview, as he said, they were clearly marked as they had press vases and yet they fired. This wasn't crossfire, this was a direct hit on journalists.
Everyone was injured after the second attack, and I was left alone next to Al Jazeera car that was burning. So I had to do something to save myself, and the only way was for me to crawl away from the fire with my severe injuries, and I was bleeding as well. So I tried my best to crawl away from the fire. The camera belt was suffocating me. The press vest was too heavy.
She condemned repeated attacks on reporters in war zone and called out both state actors and international watchdogs for their inaction.
Until today, no one was held accountable for what happened to us, and we don't even know who was the soldier who decided to fire a tank shell on us twice and then open a machine gun also on us. So everything is still unclear. All what we've received so far is just words, but I do believe that we need more than words. We need a concrete action and something to happen where that should lead to justice in a way or another. If it's not now, then later.
She also criticized the Committee to Protect Journalists, CPJ, and other oversight bodies for failing to live up to their responsibility, describing their silence as enabling ongoing impunity. According to the CPJ, at least 124 media professionals have been killed since the start of the current conflict involving Israel, Hamas, and Hezbollah. Most were reporting directly from frontliners or high-risk civilian area. Despite her injury, Asi remained determined to advocate for her fallen colleague, particularly Issam Abdullah, whom she described as the soul of the story. She called on European government and global institutions to confront attack on the press as violation of international law and to enforce stronger protection for war correspondents. She highlighted they don't need empty statements, they need action, they need justice, and they need the world to remember what happened to them in the war field. Eyeafrica News, Maria.